All right. We're back for part three of the 2023 NFL Draft. We are at pick number 22. The Baltimore Ravens just selected wide receiver Zay Flowers out of Boston College. He's kind of a quick, shifty guy, kind of a slot guy. He is the second receiver to go in this draft. What do you guys think of this one?
Hey Omar, what is this? What is this? What are they?
Those are
Zay
plants.
Flowers, ya Omar.
That's right. They go with Zay Flower after they sign Lamar. They pair him up with a wide receiver. So now, all of a sudden, the Ravens, who went from not having Lamar and not having anything, they now their wide receiver group is Odell, Zay Flowers, and Rashad Bateman, which I think is pretty good. But Lamar Jackson is the kind of quarterback to waste that kind of talent. What do you guys think of this pick?
Hey man, I love the player. I was hoping he would be there for the Cowboys. Actually, he's explosive. He's super dangerous. He's small, but like who cares, right? Like you get the ball in his hands, he can make plays. Yeah, I agree with you. I think we'll see if Lamar can kind of like maximize his ability. But as a player, I think he's a good player. And for some reason, NFL Network is comparing him to Steve Smith, which I don't see at all. I think Steve Smith was very
Tyreek Hill on ESPN.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know what NFL Network is thinking. Steve Smith was a very physical player. Zay Flowers is a very, he's explosive. He beats you with his cuts, things like that.
He's my height.
Yeah, he's like 5'9".
Dude, you know who he looks like? The guy that they had and they got rid of.
Oh.
Hollywood Brown. Looks exactly like him. Do you think he'll be better than Hollywood Brown?
Yeah, I think so.
Hey, maybe somebody like me clearly works for the Ravens. Hollywood, Zay Flowers. Those are some great names.
That's true. It looks like they do pick on names.
So I have some breaking news.
Do you?
So apparently teams have been calling the Cowboys for a trade, but the Cowboys declined. So Kansas City and I think they said the Raiders were trying to trade up, but the Cowboys denied the offers. So they must like somebody. Or they're waiting to see then how the next couple of picks go.
The Chiefs and Raiders, huh?
Yeah, apparently.
Must be a defender.
Huh?
Must be a defender.
At this point, yeah, because, bro, oh my God, if you turn down those offers for a tight end, I'm going to scream. I will. Yeah.
Raider. Okay, so who? So the Raiders and the you said the Raiders and the Chiefs. So they're probably trying to get like Nolan Smith, right?
They might be.
That would be my guess. Nolan Smith also fell in our mock draft to the very end.
Why is he falling? I don't understand.
It's interesting, huh? Edge rusher out of Georgia too.
Will Levis.
Okay, Rody, your team is on the clock here. Let's get your input. Who do you want on the Vikings?
I want Joey Porter Jr.
Oh, okay.
But I know this team. They're gonna bottle it, and they're gonna pick Deontay Banks.
Oh,
you know who Deontay Banks is?
He's a Maryland cornerback.
Yeah, he's the guy with only 2 games played in 2022.
That's right. Yeah, the amazing one missed tackle is the strength. Weakness is 2 games played.
I want Joey Porter Jr.
Okay. I'm trying to think of who their current cornerbacks are. I don't think do they still have Xavier Rhodes? Or
no, they don't. They have a guy named I don't even know how to say his first name. Something Evans.
Okay.
And then Andrew Booth Jr. They're both not very good.
Okay. So that's who you want. You don't want a second receiver to pair with Justin Jefferson?
No, man. We need help on the defense, man.
Okay.
There's nobody that's that talented that, like I told you, I pick if there's a guy out there who's like really good, even if you don't need somebody in that position, just take him. Just take the talent. But I don't think there's anybody like that at 23. So just take where you need.
They got rid of Zadarius Smith?
No, he's still there, but he's not a starter.
What? Hold on.
Yeah. He's not a
No,
starter on the
no,
depth
no way.
chart, at least.
Hold on. What team did somebody else sign? How is he
No,
not a
he's with us.
starter?
He's still with us.
How is he not a starter? Oh, he's a linebacker.
Yes, but even as a linebacker, he's not a starter.
But he was like one of the best players in the league for the first part of last year.
So I have a theory. It's at least a hopeful theory. At least this is what I'm hoping. I'm hoping what the Cowboys are doing is they're waiting to see if Joey Porter and Nolan Smith will still be there.
Mm-hmm.
And if they're not, then they'll trade down.
I think that's a smart decision.
At least that's what I would do.
Smart decision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If these guys don't take Joey Porter, man, I'm gonna be so disappointed. You have to take Joey Porter.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So their
Yes.
starters are a Caleb Evans and Andrew Booth Jr. Yeah, I don't know either of these guys.
They're nobodies.
Yeah, so I think that would be good because linebackers, I think they're Jordan Hicks, Zadarius Smith, Marcus Davenport, pretty good. Daniil Hunter is a good pass rusher. Yeah, I think cornerback makes sense or a receiver.
Yep. I mean, come on,
I
man.
could see a receiver.
Yeah, I
Because
could
you guys
too.
lost Adam Thielen.
You lost Adam Thielen. That's a problem. So KJ Osborne is not a good number 2
Yeah, okay,
receiver.
well, just take a receiver in the second or third round. Okay, we have JJ. He's more than enough.
Look at highlights of Jordan Addison.
Yeah, but you can't not take.
I forgot
you
about
need
Addison.
a cornerback, and this guy's good. What do you want me to look at highlights of who?
Jordan Addison. Tell me if you want him or not.
Oh, their war room is clapping, man. Minnesota's happy.
They're happy with the pick. So who do you think they got? Joey Porter. Let's see who's the best available guy now. Will Levis is the best available. Oh, but after him, Joey Porter.
They better not take goddamn Levis, man.
Bro,
Yo, don't say anything. Let me find out.
Okay, we're not gonna say.
I'll keep a poker face. It hasn't come up. He hasn't made the pick yet.
Yeah.
No, for the love of God, don't pick Jordan Addison.
We do need to talk because this is going to be a podcast for some people, so we won't leave dead air. I'm not going to say anything about the pick.
Have we been keeping dead air? I feel like we've been doing a pretty decent job.
We've been doing a good job. We've been doing a good job. I just like to not go too long.
I will admit, yeah, I thought it'd be kind of awkward, but no, man, we've been holding it down for like 3 hours now.
Yeah. By the way, I didn't realize this is gonna go till midnight. Like, has it always been like that? Really?
About something like that.
Dang,
maybe
man.
like another 45 minutes.
That's crazy.
They just made the pick, but I'm keeping a poker face.
Yeah, I'm going to as well. I still haven't seen it. We're on like 3 different, completely different times.
Come on, Vikings, take Porter. Don't disappoint me. I'm not even gonna look at you guys' face, man.
Okay, don't.
He's making his way.
Okay.
Come on, baby. Okay, great. We're not gonna have any stupid, extracurricular. Oh no!
Pull up the tape, baby. Pull up the tape. What the Vikings are the 23rd pick. Take wide receiver Jordan Addison. Just like I said, either gonna pair him with Justin Jefferson. I think it's a good pick.
It's a good pick, bro. I'm like, for that's good value there.
Yes, definitely.
I know it's not who you wanted, but that's good value.
Jordan Addison, actually 23rd ranked overall in the big board. But you know what? Joey Porter was 14th overall. So
apparently Addison, based on what I'm reading, is a good compliment for Jefferson too. His playing style.
yeah.
So I would have taken Addison at 26. Actually, I wouldn't have minded Addison either.
Yeah. Yeah, Rady, look up his tape at USC. He's a good receiver. Listen, your defense is going to suck, but your offense is going to be good. Your offense is going to you got Justin Jefferson, TJ Hawkinson, Jordan Addison, and whatever, Dalvin Cook and Andrew or whatever, the guy that's always there.
He's got the name too, man. Jordan Addison is a cool name.
It's a cool name. Rady, share your thoughts with us.
I mean, I'm watching his highlights now, and I am not impressed. But then again, I am disappointed in the fact that we didn't take my guy.
Yeah.
So I'm extra critical.
Yeah.
But I'm not impressed. I did like the sunglasses that he was wearing. It tells me he has a personality, which you need in a wide receiver in Minnesota.
Yes.
You need a guy with personality.
Absolutely.
You can't have no Reggie Wayne type receivers.
Absolutely. He's a good player. I think you're gonna like him, and they needed him because KJ Osborne and who's behind KJ Osborne? Jalen Rager. Yeah, dude. No, you don't want those guys as your second and third receiver. Trust me.
Yeah.
And Kirk Cousins, he needs those guys to do well.
Oh, this guy's got swag, brother.
Yeah.
He definitely has swag. That's the only reason I'm like, I'm a little okay with this. It's because he's just very extra, which is exactly my style.
I think you'll come around to liking this pick.
I think you will too, especially because offensive players like this they make immediate impacts as number 2 receiver. So I think you're gonna like him. And like I said, you don't want Jalen Rager especially as your third receiver. KJ Osborne is going to be a good third receiver.
Looks like Jacksonville and the Giants. Looks like they swapped picks.
What are you doing taking a wide receiver, bro? Like,
but you got rid of Thielen, so you did need him. You did need him.
I guess.
He said, let's go get paid.
That's what he said?
Yeah, how much is he going to get paid?
I like that.
Well, he's not getting paid for like 5 years. So.
Oh, why you're right. They swap picks, so the Giants are on the board now instead of the Jaguars.
Unfortunately,
yeah,
I think they moved up for Porter. Now, I hope, please God, I hope they moved up for a tight end. But it could be for Nolan Smith, which would also suck. But
right. Any good player would suck in your perspective. I know.
Any non-tight end at this point would suck.
Because you don't want the Cowboys to take a tight end.
Not now.
Yeah.
Not with the way that this draft has fallen pretty well for us. The way that it's fallen, the players who are still there, no. And now that I know that they have offers to trade down, if let's say you get washed out, just trade down and take like another tight end like 10 picks later.
Right. Yeah. Well, none of the tight ends have been taken, and this was supposed to be a really good tight end draft.
Yeah.
Kincaid, Michael Mayer. Yeah. Okay, so the bad news is we forgot that the Giants traded for Darren Waller, so they're definitely not going to take a tight end.
Oh, you're right.
Let's see. So
it would be crazy if they take Will Levis here.
There's no way, dude. They just signed.
I think he only got like a 2-year deal.
No, I think didn't they give him like a bunch of money for a big deal?
Let me see.
Okay, so they could go wide receiver. The wide receivers are pretty mid. They're definitely not going to take defensive line. Those are really good. I think their linebackers are very good too. They could go for their second cornerback spot or maybe a safety. So it could be Brian Branch here. Could be Deion Banks here. Or it could be. I think it's going to be. I think it's either going to be Brian Branch or Joey Porter. Or Deion Banks.
Yeah. You're right. Daniel Jones got a 4-year, $160 million deal. For some reason, I thought it was only like 2 years. I don't know.
Yeah. So there's no way. And
somebody's paying up for a quarterback at some point.
They dug in with Jones. Wide receiver, there's no really wide receivers left. It's Jalen Hyatt at this point. I don't think they're going to reach like that. So, yeah, my guess is probably Joey Porter, Deontay Banks, or Brian Branch here. Who would you not want them to take out of those three? Oh, why?
Out of those three, just don't take Porter. Or Nolan Smith. I need you guys to leave those guys.
I would be surprised if they took Nolan Smith. Their defensive line is really good.
Yeah, but, like Rady was saying, just make your strength even stronger.
We have seen that before with especially the Seahawks did it twice. Oh, God.
It looks like the Vikings did that too.
No. The Vikings, they got rid of Thielen. They needed a second receiver. But the Vikings defense is going to be really bad. They're definitely going to go second round. They're going to go defense.
Yeah, man. I just think this Joey Porter Jr. guy is like gonna be long-term top CB.
Because he has pedigree, because his dad.
I mean, I just honestly I just saw his highlights.
He's good, huh?
Yeah, he seems like he's like.
What is Nayef, bro?
I know. Is he sleeping or what?
He could at least hopped on for the Cowboys pick.
I know. I mean, what time is it in Bahrain now? It's got to be at like 8 a.m., right? Or no, not 8 a.m. But
Like
6
6
a.m.?
hours, right? So it's probably like 5 in the morning.
Let me see.
6 a.m. there.
Yeah.
6 a.m. Come on, man. He's got to be up.
Oh, the pick is in.
All right. Like I said, my guess is Deontay Banks, Joey Porter, or Brian Branch. Rody, do you have any kind of guess here about the Giants? Do you care?
They're gonna take. If they don't take Joe, if these people keep passing on Joey Porter, they're gonna regret it. So I think they're gonna take Joey Porter here.
Okay. All right. They're announcing the trade.
Oh shit! I just saw it. I just saw who they picked.
Deontay Banks, cornerback out of Maryland. He is selected here at number 24. He was the consensus 20 pick, so this is good value for them. I think they did need a cornerback. OY, I think you're probably happy with this, all things considered. What do you think?
Yeah. I don't know why they traded up. I mean, I know, like I said, that Jacksonville apparently was looking for a corner, but you could have gotten Joey Porter if they took Banks. Anyways, yeah, this is good because it also looks like Buffalo moved ahead of Jacksonville. So they must have gotten in front of us to get something that they thought we were going to do. So I don't know what Buffalo's looking at now, but hey, this leaves the 2 guys on the board that I want, so we'll have options.
Let me ask you this. Do you think that teams are telling other teams what they're doing, and that's kind of guiding these picks?
They're either telling them or they're giving them smoke screens.
Okay.
Because you're saying, oh, I'm going to take this guy, just to throw off another team and make them get ahead of you.
The reason I say that is because the Jaguars need a cornerback as well. So if they were going to take one here, do you think the Giants told them we're taking Banks, and they wanted to get Porter, and so they were like, all right.
So when we traded with the Eagles of all teams, like 2 years ago, right? Yeah. We traded down, and the Eagles traded up. That's the year we drafted Micah, and we told them, hey, we're looking for a defensive player, or we're going to take a defensive player, but we didn't say who we were going to take. And the Eagles said, oh, we want an offensive player. And so the Cowboys were like, we're trading with you as long as you don't take a defensive player. And so that's how they did it. So I wouldn't be surprised if that's kind of like this, I guess, kind of like the way of doing it. Because in that way, you don't give away who you're doing. You're just kind of like working around it.
Right. But, yeah, it becomes risky for the team that's trading back. As OY mentioned here, Buffalo has traded with the Jags. So the Jaguars now
they need a tight end.
Have they? You know, like Dawson Knox.
Hey man, run 2 tight end sets.
Who do you want for the Cowboys anyway?
At this point, I want Porter, Nolan Smith, or a trade down. If you trade down and take a tight end, I'm perfectly fine with it.
Okay.
Just don't take him now.
Okay.
Oh my God, Nolan Smith.
He's still on there.
4.3.
Did he?
That's insane.
So this is the pick before Dallas, and now the Jaguars have moved down twice. I'm kind of puzzled as to why the Jaguars keep trading back.
Nolan Smith is the heaviest player since 2003 to run under a 4.40. That's how fast this guy is.
Really?
So for the last 20 years, no guy his weight has ever run under a 4.40, and this guy ran a 4.3 something.
And he's still on the board. Number 16 consensus. It's the number 25 pick. Do you think the Bills go for Nolan Smith here?
They could. I
think they're gonna go for Porter. Like would be. I don't understand what these people
Bills
are doing.
they have White and who's the other corner that they have?
You guys took Devin Witherspoon over Porter? That's crazy.
Don't remind me, bro. I don't agree. I don't agree with that pick especially. And the second pick, I'm kind of questioning as I think about it more. The Bills, they have Tre'Davious White and Dane Jackson. They could use a corner. Their safeties are amazing. Micah Hyde and Jordan Poyer. And they have Taylor Rapp as a backup. Wow. So, yeah, they don't need any pass. They got Ed Oliver, Von Miller, Greg Rousseau. Linebackers, I don't know. I guess all the linebackers, all the team, like there's not that many great linebackers. Are, well, hold on. Are they going to keep Diggs? Are they going to keep Stephon Diggs?
That's a good point.
If
I
they,
can't see them trading him.
if they, because he's like he's a malcontent at this point. He removed the Bills from all of his social media.
Yo, this
So
guy.
maybe Jalen Hyatt.
No, this QB Will Levis must be pissed.
I know. What do you think? Oh, why? Will Levis to the Cowboys?
Oh my goodness! No, man.
There's so much chaos. There would be so much chaos. I feel like, oh my god, I don't even want to get into that.
Man, Nave, wake your ass up and join. Let me see.
Who did Nave say you guys were gonna draft?
Nave wants. So he wanted either Bijan or I think he wanted to like trade down and take a lineman. He did not want a corner because he's like, oh, we have corners, but the way I look at it, you can never have too many good corners, and plus Gilmore's like a little older, so you know he's only on a 1-year deal, and even if he resigns, like what it'll be like 2 years, and he's gonna get older, so. Go get your corner now, man. Like, load up. Get these young guys and pair them with Diggs. Here we go. I won't tell you what it is, but Goodell's up.
Okay. Bills trade up for this pick. Oh, boy. Oh, I had a double. This must be a surprise pick. All right. Goodell. Well, you saw it, Rody? Are you ahead of me now?
Yeah, because I have the website on.
Damn it. All right, hold on. Don't say anything.
I shouldn't have said that. I thought I'd be. Now you're thinking like, oh, what is?
Wow! Tight end Dalton Kincaid to Utah, out of Utah to the Bills. Wow!
I told you they needed a tight end.
Oh, I got his wish. They took Dalton Kincaid. That's surprising. I didn't think they needed a tight end.
Dawson Knox. I don't know why they did that.
They got Dawson Knox. Well, listen. If they lose Stephon Diggs, they're just going to run tight end heavy sets with Dawson Knox and Dalton Kincaid and Gabe Davis. I mean, those will be their top 3 receiving options. Naif talked about Kincaid like he was like the best prospect, like the best tight end prospect since Tony Gonzalez. So there's reason to believe he's going to be very, very good. Interesting. And they traded up for this guy. So
yeah. They could have had a tight end. Like, they were picking like 5 picks later.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised by this pick. His family's excited. He didn't think he was going to go in the first round. I guess that's why he stayed home. Sometimes they just do it to stay with their family.
No, I think he started getting a lot of noise like the last 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah.
And he kind of started shooting up these mocks and like these big boards. So
yeah,
like you said, Tanner Jeremiah had him as like his best player. Which
that's
is
true.
Kind of ridiculous, but
I know. Top 10. Well, why? Cowboys on the clock. You have Will Levis.
Options, man.
You have Joey Porter. You have Nolan Smith. You have Miles Murphy. You have Michael Mayer. Who do you think?
So I would go Porter, number one. Porter one, Smith two, and then trade down is three. If those guys, if there's still people calling for a trade down, I would be totally fine. But they're showing the war room and nobody's on the phone right now.
Really?
And Mike McCarthy is.
Okay, so really, you would want Joey Banks? They have Trevon Diggs and Stephon Gilmore.
Yeah, but bro, it's you get Porter now. You have incredible depth, and Porter can start next year or the year after. I don't think that you can ever have too many corners or too many wide receivers, because 3 wide receivers and 3 corners is pretty much the base starting formation. Like most base defenses now are nickel, so you're gonna have 3 corners on the team on the field anyway. So
Okay.
I'm totally down getting corner, especially since he's the best player available right now. Him or
That's
Nolan
true.
Smith.
That's true. I just have to say, they just showed the war room for the Cowboys, and they have the most evil empire looking war room. I don't know if you agree with me,
I
but
just saw that too, man. That's insane.
that's straight out of like a movie. Like this is the evil empire. This is like that's but all the other ones are just like a random office. This one looks
Yes.
like proper. Like
Jerry's sitting there is just like cream on the cherry on the top.
and
It's
even
so
even like
dramatic,
the
bro.
quality of the video, it's like movie quality.
And everything's all black. It's like it's designed for this thing.
Yeah. What do you think about Brian Branch, Or?
No, we
You
have
don't want-
enough. We have safeties.
You like him better than Javon Curse and Donovan Wilson?
I really wanted them to pick something.
Yeah, because I think Malik Hooker is actually really good too.
Okay.
Oh,
So
great game.
What were you saying,
Yeah.
Rody?
he has a great name.
I said I wanted the Cowboys to pick something not normal, just for the content.
Okay. Yeah, they would be, dude. They just need to turn down the lights a little bit more, and then that star will be shining a little bit brighter.
I'm hearing a lot of tight end stuff.
I mean, I thought Jake Ferguson was actually not bad.
They made a pick. Everybody's clapping.
Okay. Well, listen, OY, you don't have to contain your excitement. If you want to tell us before it happens, go for it.
No.
No, do it, because this is your team. So just tell us. So we'll learn from you.
Yeah.
Well, they haven't announced it yet. Jerry's just clapping.
When they do, I want the raw reaction. So go for it.
Well, I'm trying to figure out.
All
Sometimes
right.
you can tell based on like who's speaking or whatever.
Now they're all clapping. And that's what I'm seeing.
I got a bad feeling it's a tight end, man. I just got a bad feeling it's a tight end.
Well, let's see. OY is going to let us know here who the pick
Please
is.
no.
Oh man.
I don't know when it's coming, but it's coming.
You guys ever watch a show called Succession?
Yeah.
No.
Jerry Jones reminds me of that main character, old man. He's got a bunch of yes men around him.
Yeah.
I was always gonna say Jerry is always Mr. Burns to me.
Yeah, exactly. And even McCarthy looks kind of strange next to him. So he's a good coach. Is it in yet, OY?
No, they haven't announced. It's in. He just hasn't announced it yet.
Okay. They're building the suspense. They know there's so many Cowboys fans watching.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they go to a commercial.
Oh.
They always do stuff like that.
Yeah. Dang, KC looks kind of nice.
Oh, do you like that the Cowboys are overly dramatic about everything?
No, I hate it. I'm sick of it. Like every year, I just want a normal, quiet off season. Please, just once.
That'll end when Jerry Jones is out the team probably.
I think there's only one way out, unfortunately, and it's down.
Well, the calls for Jerry Jones' death live on Football v Football podcast.
Oh man,
All right, what is it, OY?
he hasn't announced it yet.
Oh my God, what the hell? The pick's been in for 5 minutes.
Man. You know Jerry Jones called just wait a few more minutes.
All right. Still waiting for the Cowboys suspense building. All right. I'm going to wait for OY to say it. What is it?
You'll find out in a second.
Okay. Okay, defensive tackle Mazi Smith out of Michigan to the Dallas Cowboys. Wow. Okay, let me check. OY, tell me what you know about Mazi Smith and defensive.
Right, so, Rory, I'm actually not that upset.
Okay.
I'm not as upset. I would have been more upset if they took a tight end. I'm not that upset. We do need interior defensive line, so I don't mind that. This morning, actually, we started hearing some of these Cowboys insiders saying that he's one of the 5 guys that the team's really interested in. So this isn't a surprise. Nobody was really talking about him. I don't know where he's ranked on the big board or whatever, but I'll say this. We usually scout and draft pretty well, so I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt right now.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. He wasn't one of my top 2 guys, but
Okay.
yeah, I mean, we'll see. I kind of wish they had traded down, man. I feel like you probably still could have gotten him, honestly.
For sure. Mazi Smith, 35th overall ranking in the big board here. As far as interior defensive linemen, Neville Gallimore, Osa Adigizua. I've heard of Adigizua. I haven't heard of Gallimore, so he'll take Gallimore's spot, I'm assuming?
Yeah, he'll probably start. Osa and him will probably... Well, I don't know if he'll start, but he will get heavy rotation, I'm guessing.
Okay.
We definitely want to beef up the interior line, and then... If you watch that link that I sent yesterday with, Baldy, like, he does the breakdowns.
Yeah.
He was showing how, like, our defense, it needs to create more interior pressure to help Micah. So I'm curious if this was like a Micah Parsons pick to help Micah and make the defense better.
Could be. Rolly, do you have any thoughts? You were in Michigan for a while.
I was in Michigan for a while. I mean,
did you meet Mazi Smith in a coffee shop?
No, but I am quite impressed with how not dramatic this pick is from the Cowboys.
It's totally anticlimactic.
Me too.
Yeah, man. I expected something really, flashy. They always do that.
Yeah, I know. You think this is a Stephen Jones pick?
Could be.
Yeah, maybe it's time for the old man. Maybe we should start digging, guys.
Oh my gosh. So the name Mazi, that's part of their colors at Michigan. One of their colors is maize, so they're maize and blue. So, and maybe it's spelled differently, but I thought Mazi was like a shade of yellow or something. But
it's hard to gauge defensive tackles because they don't get sacks or intercepts. So it's hard to know how good or bad they are.
Generally, yes, unless you're Jalen Carter, because Jalen Carter does get sacks too. He's an interior rusher, but he gets sacks. That's why I'm still pissed that the Seahawks didn't draft him. Those idiots. Devin Witherspoon, you better be the best damn cornerback in history. Or else I'll never forgive the Seahawks for not taking Jalen Carter. But anyway, the Jaguars are on the clock now.
Yep.
Jaguars.
Their pick is in, baby. I think at this point you have
Porter.
It's got to be Porter.
It's got to be Porter right now.
Yeah.
I mean, listen. Joey Porter is the consensus third best corner in the draft. And the Jaguars are selecting at number 27. And how many cornerbacks have come off the board already? Let me see. One to the Seahawks, idiots. Two, three, four. At least four. Four cornerbacks have already come off the board. Right?
Man, if the Eagles somehow, some way get another steal like that,
Four. Oh, the Eagles, when are they picking? Oh, 31.
30th.
Hopefully we have enough time on this thing to get to the Eagles. I don't know if you guys want to do a fourth one.
No, I think at this point
That might be excessive.
maybe a little much.
But we'll max out this third one.
Can you just like extend like 10 minutes or something?
Do they allow? But I don't, because the thing is also once it gets over an hour, it becomes hard to upload and also even like keep on my computer. And it also there's a lot of stuff I can't even. It's hard to even take it off of my computer when I want to, but.
Unless you want to go the
So-
John Wick route, they say the fourth one was the best one.
Really?
That's what I just heard. Yeah.
So
Fourth
people were still watching after the three were like terrible.
You thought John Wick was terrible.
No, but I'm saying like you said the fourth was the best one, meaning the first three. Like if you do like bad movies in the first three, then like people don't usually watch the fourth.
No, what's very surprising about John Wick is that the first one was good,
Yeah.
second one was good,
Mm.
third one was the best one,
Yeah.
and then now they're saying this is even better. Like
Really?
you've never
Oh,
seen that.
interesting.
I haven't seen it yet.
This is one of the few movies where even the later ones are. I've never seen that in my life other than this movie.
Okay.
They're still very good.
Quick question: better Keanu Reeves movie, John Wick or The Replacements?
Ooh, man, The Replacements it just hits differently in your heart, you know?
It's a classic. They show it every night on TBS.
That's so hard, man.
That's a good movie.
I have to go. Oh man, it's really hard to choose.
It's got to be The Replacements for me.
I'm gonna go John Wick.
Makes sense.
Ooh, they took. Oh, you guys don't know yet.
I know.
Both you guys know before me. Anton Harrison. That's a tackle, isn't it?
Yep.
All right, they go tackle. A little surprising. I thought the Jaguars' line was pretty good, but they get another guy to protect Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence had a kind of a breakout season this year. I think they have good receivers. They're getting Calvin Ridley back. I like Evan Ingram a lot. He's a receiver disguised as a tight end. But they still do need a corner. So it'd be maybe they saw that there's a lot of corners that are still available, and think that they could get him because they must have accumulated some picks from trading back this time. So maybe they have an early second round pick. Let me see their second round. Where did the Jaguars draft in the second? No, they don't. But maybe they'll trade up. What do you guys think of this tackle? Anton Harrison to the Jaguars.
I don't know much about him, honestly. What was he projected? Where was he projected to go?
He was. Let me see. He's consensus 31. He was projected to go 19th as early as 19th to the Bucks. I just didn't know they needed a tackle, but that's what they did. So, we are at pick 28 now, the Cincinnati Bengals. A team that made it to the AFC Championship game last year, a team that has a lot of strengths. They don't need a quarterback. They probably don't need receivers. The receivers are really good. Do you think they need a running back?
They need a line.
Is there something wrong with Joey Porter? Are we not seeing something here?
I don't know. Maybe they
They
think
said that he's very raw, so he needs more experience to kind of has really flourished. Like they were saying that if you put him in this year, he probably wouldn't be starting. Like he might like get some rotation. But he has like the tools to be pretty good.
Because they said that he would go like top 15.
Yeah.
So that's like should be a starter. Line. I think line actually makes the most sense for Bengals because they want to protect Joey Porter and Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow runs a lot too, and he risks injury. So I think they get somebody to protect him.
They asked Joey Porter Jr. why his dad didn't come with him to the red carpet to the draft.
Yeah.
And he said he was taking too long to get ready, so I just left him.
No way. Is that true?
That's what it says on NFL.com.
Wow. Well, the funny thing is, they might leave Joey Porter on the red carpet and make this trip not worth it for him.
Oh, great pick.
They're booing. Who are they booing?
Class. You'll see right now.
Myles Murphy out of Clemson. Goes from an orange team to another orange team. Edge rusher. Every team always needs edge rushers. Every time somebody takes an edge rusher, I'm going to think it's a good pick because you can't have enough edge rushers. So Myles Murphy here. He is he was consensus 17. So this is good value for them. I'm going to look up their depth chart and you guys can tell me, what do you guys think of this pick? They're at a loss for words.
Oh, Myles Murphy, sorry. No, I think this is a good pick. I still wouldn't take Nolan Smith over him, but I think this is a good pick too.
Yeah.
I really like Myles Murphy. I think he's going to be great. He had 6.5 sacks last year.
Yeah, Clemson. Clemson is that's a good school for football.
He's massive, bro.
What are the
6'5", 270?
Wow. Yeah, he's gonna give people problems. The current edge rushers on the team are Sam Hubbard and Trey Hendrickson. I think they're both kind of old, so this will be a good replacement for them. Sam Hubbard, he's 27, maybe not that old. Hendrickson, 28. They're both white. That's interesting. I thought Sam Hubbard was black for some reason. And Trey Hendrickson. Okay. So, I'd say that's a good pick.
So what's the difference between an edge rusher and a defensive end?
Yeah, it's the same. I mean, I think it's essentially the same thing. I don't know. Oh, why do you know if they? Because now they're recently starting to call edge a defensive end edge.
I didn't hear that back in our days.
Yeah. So like an edge rusher, your primary objective is to rush the passer. A defensive end, quote unquote, that's like what they're actually called. But when somebody says like an edge rusher, they're like mainly rushing the passer. But if it's a defensive end, it probably means that they do a combination of rushing the passer and playing against the run. So like run defense. Because a lot of defensive ends, they also focus on the run, right? They have to seal the edge. They have to prevent like the running back going from the outside. So that's
an edge rusher his main job.
For the most part. I mean, they probably still have to help with run defense, but for the most part, it's like.
But I can see how that name shifted now that the NFL is more throw focused.
Yeah.
No longer run focused.
Yeah, and also the fact that they put Zadarius Smith as a linebacker, but he's very clearly an edge rusher. That tells you it also just depends on the scheme. If you run a 3-4, 3 linemen, 4 linebackers, then those linebackers on the edges will a lot of times be edge rushers. So.
Yeah.
There's three. There's I think what is it? Is it 3 or 2 picks? Because we kind of got confused about this last time.
3 picks.
Okay. Okay. So it's the Saints up next at pick 29, and then hold on. What the? Is it 29? Well, my thing is
It's
messed
29.
up. Okay, so they're picking 29, and then the Eagles are picking at 30,
Mm-hmm.
and then the Chiefs at 31.
Yep.
Okay. All right, these are the final three picks. We'll see if we can get through these on this call. Um, Saints signed Derek Carr, Naiv's favorite player in the offseason, to be their quarterback. They have Chris Olave. They have Michael Thomas. They have Alvin Kamara. I think they're actually the team that picked up Jamal Williams to be their another one of their running backs. So I think their offense is pretty good. Maybe they get a tackle or defense. I mean, defense. I know they have what's that guy's name? Who's that edge rusher on the Saints? That's really good.
Oh, Cameron Jordan.
Cameron, yeah, that guy.
Wow, he's still going?
Yeah, he's good, man. He's
That
good.
guy's been playing for a long time.
He's
Man.
Are we
Disruptor.
Are we doing a round day 2 pod?
Let me think about it.
Yo, I really like your Premier League pods, man.
Huh? Oh, you like him?
Yeah, I do. I want to jump on those.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll jump on it one of these days. Too.
Yeah. Awesome, man. Yeah, definitely. I'll definitely let you guys know when I'm doing them. Oh, we forgot about the best receiver on the Saints.
Who?
Rody, you guys say his name for us.
Oh yes.
Rashi. Is that what I think it is?
Yeah.
I forgot his last name.
Who is it? Who is it? You don't remember his last name?
It rhymes with his first name, bro.
Yeah.
Rashid.
It's gonna come back.
Rashid Shaheed.
Yeah, Rashid Shaheed.
No, this guy is incredible, man.
Oh man. So they're good. They're good at receiver for sure. They got Olave Thomas and Rashid Shaheed.
Will Levis?
No way. You think so?
Well, okay. I'm gonna pretend like I'm Naif right now. Absolutely, and they'll upgrade at quarterback.
Oh my god. They just gave him like a big deal, didn't they? I think so. But yeah.
No, they're gonna take Brian Brees.
Brian Brees.
Yeah, that's my call. And the Eagles are gonna get another steal. The 2 steals of the draft.
Eagles are gonna end up taking Nolan Smith, aren't they?
No, they're gonna take Joey
Oh my
Porter.
gosh.
Actually, yeah, they could take Porter, or they could take Brian Branch.
There's so many good players left, they. Okay. Well, listen, Drew Sanders hasn't been taken yet.
Ooh! I just saw the pick.
Did you? Let me see. He mispronounced his name. Is it Brzee? I thought it was Breeze. Brzee. Okay, Brian Brzee. Defensive tackle. The Saints take the defensive tackle out of Clemson. Defensive tackle Brian Brzee or Breezy. Let's see. Their defensive tackles. There's Nathan Shepard and Khalil Saunders. It looks like they probably need one. So, yeah, he'll be on the same line as Cameron Jordan. I didn't know Tyrann Mathieu was on this team, but they have him as one of their players. Rather, you just said his name, so what do you think of this pick?
I'll give it like a B+.
B plus. Okay. Why? Any thoughts on this one?
I bet you they probably wanted the guy that we drafted. That's probably why the Cowboys didn't trade back. That's what I'm guessing. They probably thought that Mazi wouldn't be there if they traded back, so they took him.
Interesting. I'm surprised how many defensive tackles are going in the first round, honestly.
I thought about this. You know what? I'm actually glad. This is the first time that the Cowboys have invested in a defensive tackle in like years, if not decades.
Really?
I mean, like early. They'll take these tackles in like the 3rd round.
Yeah.
But I can't remember the last time that they've taken a defensive tackle in like the 1st or 2nd round.
Huh.
So
Interesting.
and our run defense has sucked. Like, let's be real. It was kind of like the weak it was the weak link, and you're in a division with the Eagles.
Mhm.
So thinking about it a little bit more, I'm more okay with it.
Okay. Okay.
But yeah, the Eagles are on the clock, and they crushed the first pick. Let's see what they do here. They have options.
All right.
The Eagles better make a pick soon.
I know. I think we're at our 10-minute mark here, so I think we're gonna make the Eagles one probably our final pick here. Chiefs. Yeah, rich are gonna get richer. We'll just log it for the next one, but we'll do this last one as the Eagles one.
I think it's Branch.
You think it's Branch? Okay, the big guys that are still on the board here. I'll tell you who they are. Will Levis, quarterback, still on the board. Joey Porter Jr., cornerback, still on the board. Nolan Smith, edge rusher, Georgia, still on the board. Michael Mayer, tight end, still on the board. Brian Branch, safety, still on the board. Osiris Torrance. Those are the big guys that are still on the board. So, you think it's going to be Branch, OY?
I think so.
Okay.
I'm going Joey Porter Jr.
Okay. I think, I don't
Man,
know.
it must be embarrassing going to the draft and not getting picked.
I know. We'll tell your boy Joey Porter that. And his dad, man.
Will Levis.
Yeah, I know. And he's like sitting up there too.
But you know what? If Levis just took the S out of his name, maybe he would have been drafted.
Levi?
His name was Will Levi. Now that's a quarterback.
Yeah, that's a good name. Will Levi. He'd be good in San Francisco. Levi Stadium.
Yeah.
All right. Last pick, fellas. How do you think this draft has went overall?
It's been exciting, man. Actually,
Yeah.
I thought I felt like talent-wise, this draft is pretty weak. But I feel like the movement, kind of like these surprise picks, made day one actually pretty exciting.
Yeah, I agree. Well, I'm hoping the Eagles hurry it up here because we're on the clock too. The Football v Football podcast is on the clock.
After the Eagles make their pick, can we predict what we think the Chiefs' pick is, and then we can come back to it?
Sure. Yeah. What do the Chiefs need?
Nothing, apparently.
Defense, I guess.
Yeah, probably. The Eagles already made it. They're on the phone. They know what they want.
They know?
Yeah. Bunch of bumps.
Well, I think they're good on. Well, actually, I'm looking at their receiving core. Their number one receiver is MVS. You think that'll be okay?
Hey, as long as they don't take a tight end, because
Yeah.
now I don't want anybody to take a tight end. Now I want a tight end second round.
I think their defensive line is okay. Their linebackers are. Maybe they'll take a corner. Actually, they might take a corner, huh? It could be a corner. But whatever they do, they need to make the pick. Nick Sirianni, OY's favorite coach. You see him there. He's got his Skechers on or whatever those are.
Whoa, did you just see the draft room for the Eagles?
Yeah.
Everybody's just standing up wearing black suits. It's kind of creepy, man. What is this, church?
It looks like a courtroom.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
What is happening right now?
This is the team that blew the 10-point lead in the Super Bowl to the Chiefs. Can't tell how many minutes we have left, but I know it's not much.
6 minutes.
Is it 6? How do you guys know? You click on it, it says it?
Yeah,
I did.
Right there.
It gives you the option to dismiss. I just kept mine up.
Oh, okay. All right, pick is in. Pick is in. Go ahead and say it. Yeah, you hear what Daniel Jeremiah is saying?
What?
They might end up with Jalen Carter and Nolan Smith.
Yeah, they might.
Oh my God. Recreation of the Georgia, like the amazing team. Didn't Georgia win the national title this year? It's just crazy. All right. Got some crazy WWF Eagles fans here. So let's say it. 5 minutes. All right. Let's go. Has he come out yet for you guys?
No.
Dang, man. Hurry up, Goodell. Come on.
I'm always thinking about these fans. Like, would you guys ever go to the draft?
Well, I think just like going to the city and having fun and being the draft be like a part of it, probably.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
You know?
If it was in Dallas, I'd go.
Yeah. Yeah. That'd be fun. Well, listen. The Eagles better hurry up. We got 5 minutes left.
We got time. We'll be fine.
But all right, they're coming out. Did they say the pick? Why don't you guys say it when they announce it for you guys? Say sometime.
Okay. They haven't said it, but what are our predictions?
I think Nolan Smith.
I'm saying Joey Porter.
Ranch.
4 minutes. Hurry up. They're really milking this.
Is that the guys from...
Dude Perfect.
What are they doing up there, man?
I don't know.
Wow, that guy lost a lot of weight.
Bro, literally the worst organization in professional sports history.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Tell me how you really feel, Hawaii.
All right. Well, listen. If we don't get this pick in, you can blame Dude Perfect.
Yeah, I would love to blame Dude Perfect. That'd be
4
fun.
minutes.
There it is.
You got it? What is it?
Should I say it?
Yeah, say it.
It's Nolan Smith.
Nolan Smith, edge rusher for Georgia, goes to the Eagles. Let's get your final thoughts, guys. We have 3 minutes left. Final thoughts.
Heck of a pick by them, man. Good for them.
My final thoughts are very simple. Minnesota Vikings will go undefeated next year with their brand new wide receiver to complement JJ. Calling it.
There you go. All right, and the Chiefs, we think they're going to go Joey Porter, right? Probably.
Yeah.
They got to.
Do they have who are their corners?
I'm going to go with Adito Miwa Adiba Wuri.
Okay. I think it's Joey Porter. But we got to bring this to a close. So, fellas, thank you guys so much for jumping on here for all 3 parts. I want to thank everyone for listening to this as well. 2023 NFL Draft, the first round here. I want to remind you guys, watching on YouTube, subscribe. Listening on our podcast platform, follow. Follow us on YouTube, on Instagram and Twitter as well. Rady, Omar Yusuf, thank you guys so much. This was a lot of fun. We'll see y'all next time. Have a fantastic day, football fans.